संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज, निज मनु मुकुर सुधारि। बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु, जो दायक फलचारि। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके, सुमिरौ पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु कलेस विकार। हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीसति लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, बिकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम्हरो जस गावै, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो, आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
Jai Shri Krishna to all of you. With respectful salutations to Param Pujya Swami Shri Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj. This is JVSM Lakshmi from Mumbai. A very good evening to all of you here. On behalf of Geeta Pariwar, it's my great pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to each one of you on this pleasant Saturday evening. We are back on this Pavitra Manch once again at the most awaited time of this day to continue with the most interesting first part of our 14th Adhyaya. As we start today's session, let us pray that the blessings of Sri Krishna rain upon all of us. Today, we are all here to listen to the Vivechan of part 1 of the 14th Adhyaya, the Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. In this chapter, Sri Krishna reveals the three gunas of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, which everything in the material existence is influenced by, and reiterates that the power of devotion alone has the ability to help us overcome the influence of these gunas. So let us start this beautiful session with a prayer. Prayer is the spiritual oxygen we all need. And what more do we need than God himself saying, I am there guarding you and the world you live in. So come, let us pray to that all-pervading Paramatma. To do today's prayer, we have Dr. Sadhana Sharma ji, a Geeta Vrati from Jalgaon, Maharashtra. Didi, an Ayurvedacharya by profession, has done her BA MS and had been a private legal practitioner of obstetrics and pediatrics for the last 30 years and is currently a housewife. Didi is associated with Geeta Pariwar since 18th April 2023 and is now an intern trainer in the present L1 batch. Didi, request you to please join us for the prayer.
Jai Shri Krishna. Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum Shri Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you so much, Didi, for those divine vibrations induced in this atmosphere. It was a melodious prayer indeed. Now let's move forward on this very special evening and fill this auspicious platform with the brightness of light. For the Deep Prajvalan, today we have Anju Kanodia ji, a psychology graduate and a homemaker from Kolkata, West Bengal. Didi is associated with Geeta Pariwar since October 2020, completed her L4 and is now giving seva as GC and mentor from last 2 years approximately. Didi, please come forward to do the deep prajvalan, please.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृताम् कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Jai Shri Krishna. A very, very divine and awesome feeling indeed. Puja Mandir Didi is excellent, and it has upgraded the spirits of each and everyone here. Thank you so much for the beautiful Deep Prajvalan and for showing us your beautiful mandir. So now we move on with some very important announcements. The first one is regarding downloading of Ram Pratishtha app. I'm sure many of you would have downloaded the Ram Pratishtha app, and if anyone still has to do that, I request you to please do that, because all Sri Ram devotees can pledge to recite Hanuman Chalisa as per their intent and convenience, and update number of recitations on the dedication page of Ram Pratishtha app. So this is a very important thing as far as Geeta Pariwar is concerned, because we are going for the Shatakoti Hanuman Chalisa Parayan. So request all of you to kindly download the Ram Pratishtha app from the Play Store or App Store and offer your chants at his lotus feet. Second important announcement and a very good news to everyone in Geeta Pariwar. Here is a golden opportunity to follow Swamiji's WhatsApp channel. Now you can all join Swamiji's WhatsApp channel to listen to his pravachans, to read his quotations, and to know all the latest updates related to Pujya Swamiji. So request all of you to join Swamiji's WhatsApp channel. Today we have our respected Geeta Pravina, Ms. Kavita ji Verma Didi here to begin with the first part of the 14th Adhyaya. As we all know, Kavita Didi is an energetic, enthusiastic, and a seasoned Vivechak from Geeta Pariwar. Her sessions, as we all know, are very interesting, as she brings in innumerable day-to-day examples to explain complicated concepts. Didi is a disciple of Parampujya Swami Shri Govindev Giriji Maharaj, a Geeta Vrati, Geeta Pravina, and Advaita Vedanta Charya. She has been with Geeta Pariwar from her childhood. Didi is one of the program coordinators of online Geeta classes, head of GC management team, and also handles many other responsibilities in Geeta Pariwar. Kavita Didi, request you to kindly take over the interpretation session of the first part of the 14th Adhyaya. Over to Kavita Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna, everyone.
Yes.
Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayana Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvamanusandadhami Bhagavad Gīte Bhavadveshini Bhagavadgīte Bhavadveshini सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Jai Shri Krishna. So this time we have Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. So 3 types of gunas we will discuss. When we started Bhagavad-gītā, this word guna came again and again, and we had only 3 terms: Satvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamogun. In this chapter, we will see in detail what is the concept of guna. The concept of guna is very important, especially in Indian philosophy. When we are reading Bharatiya darshanas, we should know about the gunas. Even in all 6 darshanas, Nyayam, Vaisheshik, even Patanjali's Yoga, Sankhya, in all the darshanas, it is mentioned about the gunas. So there are 3 gunas: Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. Sattvic stands for goodness, Rajasic stands for attachment and sorrow, pain, and Kriya, the actions. And then Tamasic stands for the ignorance and inertia. So there are 3 gunas. Now, Gunatraya Vibhag. The word guna in Sanskrit we have means rope. So rope meaning rope. What does rope? Rope is binding something from something to something, some other things. So it works like it binds 2 things together. Similarly, gunas are also binding us with the samsara. So gunas will bind jiva to the samsara. Now, how it binds, we will see in next shlokas, and how it works, everything, the mechanism of all 3 gunas, it will be conveyed in this chapter. Bhagwan will tell about how the Srishti was begin, how this came into the existence, everything, how it was made, how it was created. So everything starts with the gunas. So gunas are the fundamental things about the Srishti and all. So Bhagwan will tell here. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Śrīmad Bhagavadgītā Shri Bhagavanuvacha Param Bhūyah Pravakshyami Jnananajnanamuttamam Yajñātva Munayas Sarve Paran Siddhimito Gataha. Now Bhagavan is telling Param Bhūyah Pravakshyami. I am telling you the Param knowledge, the supreme knowledge. Bhuyah. Bhuyah means punah, again. So I told this knowledge before also in previous chapters, but I'm again telling you. Param bhuyah pravakshyami. Pravakshyami, I tell. Bhuyah, again. Param, the supreme knowledge. Now why bhuyah? Why he is telling again? Because in Sahitya literature, especially in Sanskrit literature, it is considered as punarakti dosh. If we are repeating some topic or repeating same words, even same lines, it is considered as punarukti dosh. It is not a good thing. But why Bhagavan is telling punah again? Because the knowledge which he is telling is not easy to implement. Like we read Bhagavad-gītā, it is very easy to by heart the shlokas. Sometimes we feel it is not easy, but still, if you compare with implementing these shlokas in our life, reading shlokas and by hearting shlokas is easy, and now teaching shlokas is also easy. That's why Swamiji is saying, read Geeta, teach Geeta, and then live Geeta. But living Geeta is not easy. It will not come in one life even. We have to spend a lot of time for many lives. Then only maybe we can live little bit Geeta. Geeta. So Param Bhūyah Pravakshyami. Now Arjuna, he has the mindset. Like what is the state of Arjuna? In first chapter we see. सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि मुखञ्च परिशुष्यति वेपथुश्च शरीरे मे रोमहर्षश्च जायते. And then he says गाण्डीवं संसते हस्तात् त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते न च शक्नोम्यवस्थातुं भ्रमतीव च मे मनः. He is he's shaking, his body is shaking, he's not able to even stand at that time, and that is the condition of Arjuna. So in this condition, Bhagwan is conveying something which is very, very special. He says, Raj Vidya Raj Guhya Yog, the kingly knowledge he's telling to Arjuna. Now, this knowledge, if he will tell once, maybe Arjun will miss some points. That's why Bhagwan is telling again. Also, Bhagwan is like our mother. When mother feeds a small child, she feeds him again and again. Child will resist. Now I'm done. I don't need more. It is sufficient. But mother knows it is not sufficient, and she feeds him again and again. Similarly, Bhagwan is also a mother. He is like a mother, and he's giving this knowledge to Arjuna, and he knows that Arjuna is not sufficient yet, so he's telling again in different ways. So now he will tell the same knowledge but in different way. Even it is also said in fourth chapter that the gist of Bhagavad Gita is completed till third chapter, Karma Yoga. When Karma Yoga is completed, then Bhagavad Gita, the main sar or the gist, has already completed. Now the fourth chapter onwards, he is just telling the parishisht. He is telling he's just giving details of those things which he has told in second and third chapter. Now it is also said ninth chapter, it has all the three ways like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Then 18th chapter, it is also like a Upasamhar, conclusion. So each chapter, even the each shloka has entire gist of Bhagavad Gita. This is the speciality of Bhagavan Lord Shri Krishna. When he tells it, all his words are like the full with gist of Bhagavad Gita. So param bhuya pravakshyami, he is giving this knowledge again to Arjuna. Now jnananam jnanam uttamam. In all the jnanas, among all the jnanas, it is the supreme knowledge. Why? Because the other knowledges, it will destroy after sometimes. It may destroy, but the knowledge of Supreme Brahma will never destroy. It will remain as it is for all your lives. So now if you are reading something, you study Shastras, you read Bhagavad Gita, you have already read your school, college and all. Now, if you try to remember all those things, you have to practice daily. For Bhagavad Gita sadhakas also, we recommend to chant, to do Parayan daily. That's why we have started Parayan classes also. So we recommend that you do Parayan, you chant shlokas daily if you want to learn, if you want to conthast, and if you don't want to forget the shlokas which you have already by hearted. Because this knowledge is physical knowledge, and if we want to keep it with us, we have to practice it. But the other knowledge, the knowledge which Bhagwan is talking here, that is param knowledge, it is not physical, it is spiritual knowledge, and it will never destroy. It remains as it is. Even in this life, Arjuna asked in 6th chapter, Bhagwan, if the person yogi, he is doing yatna, he is striving to get you, but in the way only he dies. Now what will happen to the next life? If he will start journey again, then maybe he will not be able to fulfill, he will not be able to reach to the point where he wants to go. So what he needs to be do, like what he should do now. So Bhagwan is telling he has to start the journey where he stopped in last birth. So in every birth we can start our journey from where we stopped before, because the spiritual knowledge we gain, it will never destroy, it is not destructible, it will remain as it is. So that's why it is called uttamam. Param bhuya pravakshyami jnananam jnanam uttamam, it is the uttamam. Also, Bhagwan is giving one more reason why it is Uttamam. Yajñatma munaya sarve param siddhimito gataha. Yajñatma. After knowing the knowledge which I am telling you, Munayaha, the sages, Yajñatva, that knowledge, after knowing that knowledge, Munaya, the sages, Param survey, all the sages, Param Siddhim Itaha Gataha. Param Siddhim, they got the Param Siddhi Itaha from this loka to they went. Where they went? So Bhagwan is telling in 15th chapter, Tadhama Paramoma Paramam Mama. So Bhagwan tells in the Natad Bhasayate Sudyah na Shashankuna Pavakaha. So that place, the Munaya, the sages will get that place if they know this knowledge. Param Bhuya Pravakshami, the knowledge which I am telling you right now. If you know this, you will also get those lokas. You will also get my loka. Tadhamam paramam mama, tadhama paramam mama, that no dham you will get. Idam jnanamupashritya mama sadharmyamagataha sarge pinopajayante pralayena vyathanti cha. Bhagavan is telling idam jnanam upashritya. After knowing this knowledge, or after once you are with this knowledge, idam jnanam upashritya mama sadharmyam agatah, you become one with me. Sadharm, you are united with me, you are not different from me. So person gets the realization in Ved. If we say in Vedanta, we say aham brahmasmi. So person has this realization that I am the Brahman, aham brahmasmi. So idam jnanam upashritya. But when this knowledge comes, when you become one with this knowledge, you know this knowledge. Idam jnanam upashritya mama sadharmyam agataha sarge pinopajayante. Sarge pinopajayante. In the beginning of this entire creation, when Brahmaji will create everything, you will not come again. You will not be created again, or you will not get the birth again in this Mrityu Loka. Now you got liberated because you know the knowledge. You know that who are you. Even when we do Upanayan Sanskar, we do so many things, ritual, Namkaran Sanskar especially, yes, Namkaran. So before Namkaran Sanskar, the Brahman tells in the small child's ear, he tells, Koham, Kutaha Agataha. So these 2-3 questions he will ask to the child. He's trying to tell him that who are you and from where you are coming. So these 2-3 basic questions, and what are you doing here in this Jagat? So those 2-3 basic questions, or the fundamental questions which we give the time when it is Namkaran Sanskar, and then we give some name. Okay, now onwards you will be known with this title, with this name, but you are not this name. You are something beyond to this entire world. You are not coming from earth, but you are not the worldly person. You are the divine soul. You are one with the Brahman. So in our tradition, in Indian culture, we give these sanskaras from childhood only. So the child will grow, and in this age, at this age only, this person, the child, will get these sanskaras, this kind of questions. So later he can ask. So that's why koham, 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 these things will come in the Upanishads, and then the answer is Soham. Soham, I am that. Saha Aham. Soham, I am that Brahman. So Bhagwan said, Itharge pinopajayante. So these people will not get they will not born again in this world. Pralayena vyathanti cha. Also they will not be disturbed during the pralay. What is pralay? Now we have 4 types of pralay. So the pralay, there are 4 types of pralay. Pralayo naam Trailokya Vinashaha. Sacha Chaturvidha, Nitya, Naimittik, Prakrit, and Atyantik. Nitya, Prakrito, Naimittik, Atyantikas, Cheti. So these are the 4 types of pralay. What is the Nitya pralay? So Nitya pralay is daily we sleep, and when we sleep, we go to the deep sleep stage. There are 2-3 stages. So one is Jagrat Avastha, another is Swapna Avastha, dream state, and another is the Shushupti Avastha, deep sleep state. So Jagrata stage is when we are talking, we can use our sense organs, we can interact with the with other things, with the world. That is Jagrata Avastha. All your indriyas, your mind, everything is working. It is in process. Even you are not doing anything, but your mind is still running. Then you have dream state. Dream state, your indriyas, your sense organs will not work there. It will be dissolved into the self, and your mind is working, but your mind is still working, and that's why you see everything, ratha yogan and all the things. You see horses, elephants in your dreams. So everything is being created by you only. Nobody else is creating, nobody else is projecting. You yourself is are doing all the creation in the dream state. Another is the third one is deep sleep, Shushupti Avastha. That is Swamapnoti Shushupti. Swamapnoti, we get our own real Swarupa. Now in Brahma Sutra, there is question: if person gets real Swarupa, if Jivatma will become one with the Brahman. Now how again when he awakes after deep sleep, when he awakes, how the again from the Brahman the same Jeev will come, because now he became one with the Brahma. If a water drop comes with the ocean, now the same water drop cannot come again, cannot return from the ocean. But here it is different. It is there is a different way, because when we go to the deep sleep state, before that our agyan vritti, there is chitta vritti. It is kalpanic, it is imaginary, because we cannot feel that. So it is imaginary. So some vritti still remains in the world. And because we are connected with this vritti, so once we awake, we again come to the world. The same Jivatma returns to the world. So that is Nitya Pralay, because every day it happens with us. And there are so many paksha, there are so many ideologies defining Shushupti Avastha. What is deep sleep state? Some even believe that the body which we are seeing in the Sushupti Avastha, let's say someone is sleeping and he's sleeping in Sushupti Avastha. Now the body which we see, that is not real, that is Brahma only. So even the shwas prashwas, he's taking breath and all, they all this thing is Brahm only. That is not real. But this is one ideology. Not everyone believes in that. So that is one Nitya Pralay. And another stage, we have four types of stages also. The three stages which we feel every day. The four is Turiya. When the person becomes, your Agyan Vritti will be destroyed, and you are completely become one with the Brahman. Now you will not return again. So that is Turiya Avastha. Turiya Avastha. So Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, and Turiya. We have four stages. Now Turiya Avastha will only come after knowing the Param knowledge, which Bhagwan is telling here. So the second pralay, we are talking about the four types of pralay. The first is Nitya, and then Naimittik pralay. Naimittik pralay, we have Trailokya Vinasha. Trailokya Vinasha, when we have three lokas and all these three lokas will be destroyed, then we have Naimittik pralay. Prakrit pralay is Prakrit pralay, when you have everything included this Brahmand, everything will be dissolved in the self. Only supreme, the tattva, that element will remain, and everything else, the prakriti, mool prakriti also will be dissolved. So that is prakrit pralay. And atyantik pralay is the moksha. Atyantik pralay is moksha. Moksha, the turiya avastha. Once everything will be destroyed forever. Now nothing will be created for the person who has got liberated. Now the stage of moksha or the stage of turiya, it is very critical to understand. Actually, we are unable to understand. We can never understand these stages. These stages can only be experienced. We cannot know or we cannot understand with our mind, because our mind is limited. And the stages which we are talking about, the moksha and turiya, all these things are limitless. It is infinite. It is It cannot be told like the Brahman. So these things we cannot understand. So we have certain words which we are taking from the Shastras and we are as it is trying to understand. But the reality is we cannot understand the fourth stage, that is moksha. It can only be experienced in the samadhi when you have nirvikalpak samadhi. Even in savikalpak samadhi also you cannot experience the state. That stage will only be experienced through the nirvikalpak samadhi. So Chaturvidha Pralaya. But all in these pralayas, person will never get disturbed. Just think about the pralaya which we are talking, like Prakrit or Naimittik pralaya. At that time, everything is destroying because the sequence how the everything is being created, the same reversely it goes. So in the reverse it goes again, it will be dissolved one by one. So at that state it is very very tough, but the person who had got this knowledge will not get disturbed by this thing. And the person who has got this knowledge, he will never return to the word in this word, because the we do yagya, we have seen in ninth chapter, the person who is sompa bhuta papa yagya ishtva swargatim prarthayante. But what happens at the end? Tetam bhuktva swarga lokam vishalam shine punye martya lokam vishanti. Shine punye, when their punyas, their merits will destroy, martya lokam vishanti, again they will come to the same lokas. Evan traidharma manu prapanna gata gatan kama kama labhanti. So if we have worldly desires, if we are attached with the things with three gunas, then we have to come again to this world, we have to struggle again, we have to feel all the pain again. But once if we want atyantik pralay or the moksha, then we have to go through with all this knowledge, we have to start living Geeta in our life, living Vedanta in our life, then only slowly we can get that stage. The initial stage we can say when we are liberated. What is moksha? Sometimes we have question. So the real moksha which Shastras are describing, we cannot understand. It is because it can only be experienced. But the another level of moksha we can even understand. When your mind gets liberated, you are not attached with anything, you are not affected by your surroundings. Anybody is saying anything to you, you are not affected at all. And we have seen these kind of yogis, these kind of mahatmas, they don't want anything from this world. Even they are just living with one tattva vayu, and they are living in the Himalayas. Even they are not seen by the worldly people, they are just living there, they are doing tapasya, and they are like prasanna chetaso hyashu. They are internally very much happy, and they do not want anything, they do not expect anything from the samsara. So that kind of stage is also a kind of moksha, only gaud moksha we can say, because we are not affected by the world. So, but Bhagavan is saying, if person follows this knowledge, yajñātmā munayas sarve param siddhimito gataha, the person the person who are following this knowledge, they know this knowledge, they only get the param siddhi. Other people will not. Sarge pinopajayante pralayena vyathanti cha. So in the beginning of this entire creation, they will not be created again, and in at the time of pralay, they will not be vyathanti, they will not get disturbed by the thing surroundings. And then the next shloka is mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbhan dadhamyaham sambhava sarva bhutanam tato bhavati bharata. Bhagavan saying the prakriti. So we have in Sankhya philosophy, we have Prakriti and Purush, these two terminology. So now Prakriti, what is the Prakriti? The pool Prakriti, which is creating everything, and the Purusha, which is just giving the power, the Chetanta we see in everything, that is coming from the Purusha. So like we have plastic body of fan and the electricity in it. So plastic body of fan is Prakriti, and the electricity is coming from the Purusha. Without the electricity, fan cannot give you air, it cannot move, it cannot work. But But only if you have only electricity, then also you cannot use it. So when it combines together, then you have manifestation of air, the cooling you feel. So mama yonir mahad brahma, the eternal the womb is the cosmos is my womb, the prakriti is the womb, and I plant the seeds, I place the seed in it, and then the entire creation is being done. So in Upanishads also we have example in, especially in Taittiriya Upanishad, the sequence how it is being created. So tasmadva etasmadva akasha sambhutah, Atmanah Akasha Sambhuta. From the Atma, from the eternal, from this supreme element, the Akash comes first. And that's why Akash is the closest Upama, the simile for the Atma. If we want to tell about the Atma, we cannot tell exactly, because Ashcharyavat Pashyati Kashchidenam Ashcharyavat Vadati Tathaiva Chanya. So this is like a wonder we cannot tell even, we cannot describe. But still, if we want to give a simile, like it is something like that, so we give the example of Akash, because Akash is something like that, it is everywhere, but we cannot experience it. So it's similarly Atma is everywhere, but we cannot experience it. Tasmadva etasmad atmanah akasha sambhutah akashat vayu, and from the akash, from the ether, Vayu is being created. And then Vayor Agni, from the Vayu, Agni, the fire comes. Agnehe Apaha, from Agni, the Jal, the water comes. And Adhya Prithvi, from water, the Prithvi, earth is created. Now, earth is not less round thing, is earth only. So we have Gandhavati Prithvi, the another definition of Prithvi in given in Tark Sangrah, the Vaisheshik Grantha. So there are different, when you go in deep, you will find in different ways. So wherever it is solid, and if it has gandh, smell, that is Prithvi, the Lakshan. So these Panch Mahabhutas are being created, and the Panch Mahabhutatmak, the Prithvi is like that, which is having the gandh, which is having the smell, that is the Prithvi. So Bhagavan is saying, I create everything. Sambhava sarva bhutanam tato bhavati bharata. From there only Sambhava sarva bhutanam, all the living creatures, non-living creatures, such a rajaram, everything is being created from there. Now, why Bhagavan? Because we just want to know about the Brahman. We just want to know Koham, who I am. So to know who I am, why do we need to know about the word? Why Bhagavan is saying Tasmad va etasmad akasha sambhuta? Why is telling about the Srishti, the creation? What we will do with to know this? Because yajgatva munaya sarve param siddhi mitogata yajgatva, what to know? So we have to know only the Param Gyan. So Param Gyan is self. Param Gyan is the knowledge of Paramatma. So why he's explaining this in the Upanishads? So Bhagavan says, when you know the Srishti, the false Srishti, the Srishti is not true, it is not real. When we know the real Sarupa is Srishti, then only the Advait, when we say Advait, oneness, non-duality, Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji did not say ekatva. He said advait. There is no other, or there is no duality, non-duality. Why he says? Because he is saying that there is no samsar. Because if you say directly there is only one entity, that is Brahman, then you suddenly you have the question. So what I'm seeing now, what I'm feeling now, I'm different, you are different, the things which we are seeing, these things are different, colors are different, and the experiences are different. Now how you will define all these things? So Bhagwan, first he tells about the Dvait, the Sansar. He tells everything about the Sansar, that it is being created, and in the world, whatever things are being created, it will be destroyed at the end. So the only thing, the Atma is never created. it was always there, so it will never destroy, it will be always there. So that's why first Bhagwan tells about the entire Srishti, entire Jagat, that it is being created. It is anitya, it is destructible, it is changeable. It will give you sorrow, happiness, mix, everything. But the eternal thing, the Atma, the soul, the self, the Paramatma, it is eternal. It will never change. It will never destroy. So Shuddha Buddha Mukta. So this is the Swabhav, the nature of the supreme element. Once you get that, you will not go to any other place. But this knowledge is very secret. Even Nasadiya Sukta in Rig Veda, Bhagavan says, Nasadasi, no sadasi, tadanim, nasi, rajo, no na vyom na paroyat. And then later he says, Ko Adha Veda. Who knows about all these things which we are talking here? Even in 14th chapter, Bhagavan is telling this is the sequence, this is the Srishti that is happening, and if you know this knowledge, you will get that supreme, the Tadhama and all this. Who knows? Maybe Bhagwan also doesn't know. Bhagwan is the Devata. All the Devatas are also not able to know that. Who can know? The person whose mind has now purified and the person who has got this knowledge which Bhagwan is delivering right now, then only person can know the knowledge which he is talking about, which the things which he is talking about, because this is the most secret thing, the most secret thing which Bhagwan is telling to Arjuna here. But for us, we think, okay, 700 shlokas are there and I know all the meanings. So now I know the secrets, but we don't know the secrets. We think that we know the secrets, but still we don't know the secrets. And as we start reading, we start writing, we start understanding, we know that how little we know. Even we don't know anything. Because Ram Sukdas, you all know, he has written Sadha Sanjay, which is for a very long commentary on Bhagavad-gītā, very long. It's a big book, and so many pages are there. And then also he wrote other books also on Bhagavad-gītā apart from Sadha Sanjeevani, and then he says it is endless. He can write, like he is saying, he can write in more and more. Even he has so many vicharas, so many thoughts which he has not written yet, and still it is so long. So now we can understand the depth of Bhagavad Gita which Bhagwan is telling, because this is the secret, this is the philosophy which Bhagwan is giving. So now it includes everything, whatever is present in the samsara. It includes everything, every single thing. The only thing which we have to find, we cannot find because we are not adhikari. We don't have the eligibility to understand. If you are studying in 5th standard, you cannot understand, you cannot read the thesis of PhD, because if you will read also, you will not understand anything. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita is like that. We are small childs and we are reading something like a PhD thesis. We cannot understand anything, but we can try to understand. Slowly, maybe one by one, we can reach to that stage, and slowly we can read Gita, teach Gita, and live Gita. But that will never happen once. That will never happen now. It will take a lot of time. Sarvayonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavanti yaha tasam brahma mahadyonis aham bija pradah pita. He says Sarvayonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantu yaha. Sarvayonishu. In all the wombs, we have 84 lakhs yoni. In our culture, we say 84 lakhs. Maybe there could be more, because 84 we are just giving a number, but maybe it is exact. Or so the only thing is, we have countless numbers of yonis. We don't know. We know some species like animals and humans and insects and all, but we have so many yonis. So sarva yonishu kaunteya murtayah. Murtayah, the forms, the different bodies. All the living creatures have different bodies. Sambhavanti and tasam brahma mahad yonihi aham bija pradapita. So Brahman, the now the Brahma, it is Mahad Yoni. Mahad is we have Prakriti, Mahad, and all these things. So Mahad is the Yoni, the womb, and I am the seed giving father. Bija Pradaf Pita, Bija Pradha. I do Pradhan. I give Bij. I give seed to the Prakriti, and I am the father of this entire Srishti. So now there are 84 lakhs yoni or maybe more, countless yonis, but we can divide the basis of some basis, we can divide into 4 categories. One is Andaj. So all the living creatures which are born from the under, from the egg, these are Andaj. These are called Andaj. Another we have Pindaj. Pindaj, or also we can say Jarayuj, like humans. Andaj we can know like hen and all. And now Pindaj, like human, they are coming from the womb of a woman. So now these are the Pindaj. Swedaj, some living creatures are being created from our sweat. So these are Swedaj. Swed means sweat. Swedaj. Ja means Jayate. So from Swed, they Jayate, they come, they get, they are created from the sweat. So these are called Swedaj. And then we have Udbij. Udbij means we have we have living creatures which are coming from the earth directly, like all the plants are coming in this category. So these are Udbij. So Sarvayonishu Kaunteya Murtaya Sambhavantiyaha. There are countless numbers of forms. Murtaya means the bodies. But Tasam Brahma, I am the father of all. So now he is the father of all. He should be our, if we seek for the help, if we want help, now whom to go? We should go to our father, because he has all the power. He has told in ninth chapter also, Sarva Bhuta Maheshwaram. I am the Maheshwar. Now just think about his power, because you have countless numbers of plants. In each plant you have so many leaves, and every leaf is different. Now two leaves of the same plants cannot be same, cannot be similar. It has different structure, or maybe different, something is different. Now we have the big ocean. We have thousands, crores of living creatures in the oceans. And even the fishes only, in the fishes only, we have so many types of fishes. Now two fishes are not similar. It will never be similar. Two human beings are not similar. So the greatness of Paramatma we can see here. So it's his imagination, his creation, how he created everything. It is wonder. So Bhagwan, that's why Bhagwan says, Sarva Bhuta Maheshwaram. I am the Maheshwar. I control everything. I am the all powerful. Sarva Yonishu Kaunteya, and then Satvam Rajastama iti Gudaf Prakriti Sambhavaha Nibadnanti Mahabaho Dehe Dehi Namavyayam. And the interesting topic begins here. He tells about the 3 gunas now. Satvam Rajas Tama iti. Sato gun Satvam Rajah Tama iti gunaha Prakriti Sambhavaha iti gunaha. All these 3 gunas Prakriti Sambhavaha, they are coming from Prakriti. We have Prakriti and Purush, we have seen. Or the Prakriti Paramatma. Prakriti is also used in Advaita Vedanta, we use Maya word instead of Prakriti. Sometimes Prakriti is also used there. So Prakriti is for Agyan or for the Maya. So from this Prakriti, these 3 gunas are coming: Satvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. You see, we have printer machine and all. We have only 2, 3, 4 colors there: magenta, green, and all. We have 3, I don't remember, but we have only 3, 4 specific colors. But because the change of quantity, we with the combination of 3, 4 colors, we can make countless colors. So how it is being created? Just because of the quantity, we change the quantity of one color and we increase the quantity of another color, we get another new shade. So we have so many shades with only which we can create only with 2, 3, 4 colors. Similarly, these three gunas, sattva, rajo, and tamo guna, these three gunas will combine in different quantity, and these three gunas are creating everything. So the entire creation is being done by these three gunas. It is coming from these three gunas, and these three gunas are nothing but the prakriti. These are the part of prakriti, integral part of prakriti. These are coming directly from the prakriti. If we remove one guna, the prakriti will not remain. So prakriti, what is prakriti? Prakriti is only, these three gunas are only the prakriti. When these three gunas are combined, and it makes prakriti. So for prakriti, there's these three gunas, and from these three gunas, the entire creation is happening. Sattvam, rajas, tama iti. Sattva, raj, and tama. Satogun, rajogun, and tamogun. Iti. Gunaha prakriti sambhavaha. Prakriti sambhavaha. They are coming from prakriti. Nibadhanti mahabaho. As we discussed, guna. The word guna means rope, and it binds one thing to another thing. So nibadhanti mahabaho. Mahabaho, the name of Arjuna. He is telling nibadhanti. It binds. These three gunas will bind. Dehe dehinam avyayam. Dehe dehinam. Deh, the body. Dehi, which lives in the body. Who lives in the body? The self, the atma, the soul, the paramatma, the ansh of paramatma. Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Mamaivamsho, the ansh which is living in our body, that is dehi. So dehe, in the body there is dehi. That is what kind of dehi is? So it is avyayam. We have already seen avyayam, the word. It will never destroy, it will never end. So avyayam, nibadnanti mahabaho dehe dehin. It will bind deh, body, to dehi. Dehi is detached. It is atma, it is soul, it is the paramatma. Now Bhagavan is detached from everything. If we are Bhagavan, if we are paramatma, then we should also be detached. But we are very much attached with our body. The every attachment, if you see the mool, whenever you get attached with something, someone, or some situation, whenever you get attached, you observe that you are attached with this thing because of your body, because everything is related with your body. Nobody is related with your soul, because everything is your soul only. Soul is not different from other souls. So the other person, your mother, your father, your child, if you are connected with anyone, you are connected just because your body, because two souls cannot have relation, because two souls are one only. These souls are same thing, then these things cannot have relation. If there is one, then one thing cannot have relation. For the relation you need two, three, four. Now the relation we have, this is only the bodily relations. Maybe in past lives we were friends, now we are enemies, we don't know. So every relation is related with our body. So dehe dehinam avyam, because we are attached with our body, so we are attached with other persons, so we are attached with the things, so we are attached with the circumstances, and that then only with this attachment we get dukkham, the pain, sorrow. We feel frustrated. Everything is happening because of this attachment. So nibadnanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. Dehe dehinam avyayam. Bhagwan also tells in the shlokas, like if sattvam sukhe sanjayati, Bhagwan will tell how the sattvic guna will also bind you with the sansara, rajasic, tamasic, all the gunas. He will also tell the lakshana of each guna. So first he will start with the fifth shloka, sixth shloka, the sattvic guna. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakashakamanamyam sukha sangena badnati jnana sangena chanadha. Very interesting fact he is telling. The sattvic guna we are telling, it stands for the goodness, but it also binds you with the sansara. It is not pure, it is not the pure thing. So like we have chain, we have iron chain, silver chain, and sattvic guna is like a gold chain. So golden chain is more expensive, more precious, but still it will bind you with the sansar. So Bhagavan is telling Satvam Sukhe, Tatra Satvam Nirmalatvar. It is pure. Prakashakamanayam. It is Prakashmaya. Like it gives you enlightenment when you have Sato Guna, because in 16th Shloka Bhagavan will tell Satvat Sanjayate Jnanam Rajaso Lobha Evacha. Satvat Sanjayate Jnanam. Your knowledge level will automatically increase when your Sato Guna will increase. But what kind of knowledge level? That is physical knowledge or some spiritual knowledge, but not pure knowledge. The pure knowledge, nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate, that knowledge will not increase. The only knowledge will increase is physical knowledge. So when your sattvic guna will increase, your knowledge level will increase, but that is physical knowledge. So what happens? Sukha sangena badnati jnana sangena chanagha. It will also bind you with the samsara, but sukh sangen, because of the attachment with the happiness. Once you get the sattvic thing, and because of your sato gun, you get some kind of happiness now. If you get happiness, what happens? You again want that happiness. You again want to experience that happiness. Because of the sato gun, you got some happiness. Now the wanting, you have developed the desire to get that happiness again, which you have already got from the sato gun. Because of the sato gun, you get the attachment, you get attached with the thing. Now whatever happiness you are getting from these three gunas, even in rajo guna also you get happiness sometimes, but the happiness which we are getting, it is very little in front of the happiness which we are getting from the Paramatma. So once we know our real identity, we become self satisfied. We don't need anything else. So that is another level of happiness. But the happiness which we are getting from these three gunas, these are temporary happiness, and it will destroy after some times. Like we have seen the swargiya things, on all the divine things from the from the heaven. So that so sukha sangena badnati. Once we get happiness, we again want to that happiness. That is sukha sangena badnati and jnana sangena chanaka. When once person, sometimes you can feel it very easily. Some spiritual person in spiritual organizations, they get connected with spiritual organizations. They understand some terms, Geeta, they can speak maybe about the Geeta, or they understand all the knowledge of Geeta, Satvic, Gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. They can write on it, they can speak on it. So they develop a kind of ahankar, abhiman. It is very natural. It happens with the human beings. Maybe it can happen with us also. We are reading Geeta, we are connected with learn Geeta. Maybe some of you are Geeta Vrati. You have by hearted all 18 chapters. Now you can understand Geeta. You can you can chant Geeta with the meaning. So we get little abhiman. We get little abhiman. But so that abhiman is coming from Sattvic gun, because learn Geeta, you are reading Geeta, you are chanting Bhagavad Gita, you are connected with learn Geeta, that is your sattvic point. But still, you can get abhiman, and that abhiman will bind you with the sansar, and at the end, this abhiman will give you sorrow. Because when you think that I am expert of Gita, now I can read all the shlokas. So what happens sometimes in the class only, if you have some expert students in the class and you just tell the mistake, like it is not param bhuya, or it is not param bhuya but param bhuya, you read it like this. If you make corrections, they desist. I know everything, maybe. So they have got kind of abhiman they develop. So we have to be very careful when we are with spiritual organization. We are on the path of spirituality. We are trying to understand dharma. We are trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. We should be very polite. That's why Ashu Bhaiya, Sanjay Bhaiya, Swami Ji, they always mention that be polite. Always be polite, because we don't know at what time we get ahankara. It will slowly develop in our in our mind, and even we don't know that we are having ahankar. But we get that ahankar, because it is the natural process. Once you are connected with knowledge, you get sort of knowledge. Along with that knowledge, you get ahankar also. The responsibility of seeker or the sadhak is to destroy that ahankar at that time. You cannot feel that ahankar maybe, but that's why Bhagwan, it is very much important for the sadhak to do daily puja. People say, why should I go to temple? Why should I go to temple? Because I can think about the God in the meditation, and at the home only I can do all the puja. But if you are going to temple, you are worshipping a idol of Bhagwan, you destroy your ahankar. It will destroy the daily ritual, the puja, and all these things. It will destroy your ahankar. So this ahankar which we develop with the sattva gun, some people do fast. They keep fast on Ekadashi and or other occasions, and they feel proud. They tell everyone, this is my fast, and I. So they just trying to show off. So this is because of the ahankar it comes, and it happens with everyone. So if you realize sometimes that it is happening with you, just accept it, because if we don't accept, we cannot destroy it. So accept it and slowly destroy it. Don't think that you are doing something wrong. It is the natural process, happens with everyone, every human creatures, and we are also human beings, so it can happen to us also. So it is not something which is a big sin, but we can slowly understand, we can slowly accept our faults, and we can slowly renounce it. So we have story of Ketu in Upanishad. He came from the Gurukul. He says, I know everything. He said in front of his father, now I know everything. You can ask any question to me. He came from the Gurukul right now after getting all the shiksha, all the Ved knowledge. So his father knows that my child got the ahankar because of his knowledge. He asked the question, what is the Param Vidya, Brahma Vidya, which we are seeing in the Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastre, Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade, Brahma Vidya, the knowledge which tells about the Brahman, which tells about the supreme tattva, supreme element, that is Brahma Vidya. Bhagavad-gītā is also considered as Brahma Vidya. All Upanishads are also considered as Brahma Vidya, Brahma Sutra, the written by Badarayan ji. It is also Brahma Vidya, which will tell or introduce about the Brahman, the supreme element, that is Brahma Vidya. So Ketu's father asked him, what is Brahma Vidya? Yena Shrutam Shrutam Bhavatya Matam Matam Avigyatam Vigyatam Syat. After knowing the thing, which nothing will remain unknown. You will be knowing everything. What is that thing? You tell me. So this question was asked by the Ketu's father to Ketu, and he was silent. He was silent because he thought, I know everything. Now his ahankar is going to be destroyed by his father. So he tells that maybe my Guruji doesn't know, and that's why he didn't tell me, because I was very bright student. So if my Guruji knows something, he definitely tells me. So he is now giving all the fault to his Guru. Maybe my Guruji doesn't know. He is not thinking, maybe I was not eligible, so my Guru didn't tell. So this is what happening when we have ahankar through the Satvic Guna. So this is Satvic ahankar, and today we have seen the Satvic ahankar, and if we ever have the Satvic ahankar, we should accept and we should destroy it immediately. Otherwise, it will destroy all our sadhana, all the sadhana which we do. So with this, we will conclude the session. Next time we will say more. JBSM Didi. Jai Shri Krishna, everyone.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Thank you, Didi, for such an interesting session. The explanation of the three gunas with excellent examples, and how Sattva Guna leads to gaining of spiritual knowledge, and the importance of transcending the three gunas was conveyed in such an interesting way. We are all very fortunate to be here on this delightful evening and enrich ourselves with this knowledge. Before moving on to the next part of the program, that is the question and answer session, here is a very important announcement, especially for all the L2 sadhaks. A special L2 grammar session is being organized for the benefit of all the Geeta sadhaks on 28th April, that is tomorrow, at 9 a.m. for English, Gujarati, and Kannada groups, and at 11 a.m. for Hindi, Tamil, Bangla, Malayalam, Telugu, Odia, and Marathi groups. Request everyone to join these sessions and get benefited. So now we'll move on to the question and answer session. And our respected Kavita Didi will answer all your questions. The sadhaks are requested to utilize this wonderful opportunity, come forward with your doubts, and please use the hand symbol so that you can be unmuted, and please switch on your videos when you're asking your question. Kavita Didi?
I think there is no question, so we can conclude the session.
Anybody has got question, please raise your hands. Just 1 second, we'll wait. Can we conclude, Didi? I don't, we have got one person raising a hand. Sridharanji, please unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself. Yes.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
This ahankara is always there. I have not seen a time when it moves. It is always there. Whatever smallest thing we understand, this ahankara is there even for learning online, which has to get away.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
This ahankara of knowing, ahankara, the ego, the ahankara, whatever which we have been saying, is always there even if you know a very little bit.
Yes.
In the spiritual line, Satvic ahankara is always there.
Yes.
It's very difficult to get it out.
Correct.
Even by any kind of samarpanas and pujas. That ahankara will again come. I am doing puja will come.
Yes. Correct. It will again come.
What is the solution for it? What is the remedy for it?
Guru Bhakti, and give all the credit for your knowledge to Guru. So this is the easiest way to remove your ahankara, because we think that whatever knowledge we are getting, it is my knowledge we are getting from the scriptures, and that's why we have Guru Parampara, Vande Guru Parampara. So always remember that the knowledge which we are getting, it is not our knowledge, it is given by our Guru. And just give, that's why in the end we say Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Everything just arpan to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. This feel we have to increase, this bhavana we have to increase. That is only the solution. But it will not destroy the entire thing, but still it will control your ahankara.
Dhanyawad. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Next, Pranava Verma ji, please unmute yourself.
Jai Shri Krishna. My question is very simple. For a simple earth vivation, for a beginners like me, which book we should follow? Anvay Geeta, Geeta Prabodhini, or Sadhak Sanjeevani? Which we should follow? Sadhak Sanjeevani.
And Geeta Prabodhini also by Geeta Press, you can read. Sadhak
It means in your opinion, Sadhak Sanjeevani is the best.
Because I read Sadhak Sanjeevani many times, so I know about Sadhak Sanjeevani more.
Okay,
Geeta
thank you
Prabodhini
very
is
much.
also good. Ji.
Thank you very much.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Okay, next, Rekha ji, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, Kavita, beautiful explanation about Satvic ego. I'm really understanding now. One way is, I think, to be humble. I think you said, right? Just when you're humble, that comes naturally. One thing I wanted to know, can you please explain again about the 4-state different of 4-state, like Nirvikapa, Samadhi, or all that 4-state you were talking about?
4 state of human beings: the Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, and Turiya. So Jagrat Avastha, like which we are feeling right now, we are experiencing with our sense organs, that is Jagrat. Swapna Avastha, when we are dreaming, our sense organs are not working. These are not active. And then we have Sushupti. When we become one with the Brahman, the one with self Swam Apnoti. We get the self, but still there is a Gyan Vritti that remains. And that Gyan Vritti, after when you wake up, your Gyan Vritti again will make you to get back to the samsara. And fourth is Turiya Avastha. Turiya, when we become one with the Paramatma, but our Agyan Vritti is not there. So we become one with the Paramatma forever. We get moksha. That is Turiya.
So I know the fourth one is difficult to attain at our level, but how do you attain the third level?
Sushupti we daily attain. We don't know that is the point. And that is deep sleep stage. In the night when we sleep, there is a moment, there is some time duration when we go to the Sushupti Avastha. We don't understand, we don't remember anything. When you are in dream state, you remember, I kind of dream I had in night. But in Sushupti, you do not have any, you do not know anything what happened. You only know that I was happy at that time. It was nice sleep. That's it.
No, I'm talking about the third one, like
Sushupti. The third one is Sushupti. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, and Turiya.
so is Swapna and Susupti are they same?
No,
Swapna is like when you dream.
A Sushupti is deep sleep. You don't know anything.
No, but do you need to work on to get to that state? Like, how do you get to that state?
That is natural. That is naturally happens to everyone. Me, you, everyone. We sleep in the night and we don't know what happened. There are so many scientific researches also on this particular thing, deep sleep. Even
Isn't that the second?
what happens.
Isn't that the second on what you're just talking about? Like when you sleep, you don't know, you see the dream.
No,
But
when you see the dream, you know, I had this dream, I saw this. Sometimes you don't remember. That is another thing. But you know, you are conscious. Your consciousness is there. But in deep sleep, you don't know anything. What happened? Even you don't know about your body. And you wake up, you don't know what was happening. You just remember the stage where you were not in deep sleep, the before stage. During deep sleep, what happened, you don't know. Nobody knows. Even the scientists are also don't know about. They cannot define deep sleep exactly.
Okay, Deepa Didi, can you please ask your question?
Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Yes.
Thank you for the beautiful explanation. I just wanted to ask that here all I am actually like considering myself like I'm very simple person, and then I'm trying to learn Geeta. In this life, maybe I could be able to understand only 10% of it. But as people like who have attained moksha and all, they have understood a lot, many of the part of Geeta, they have imbibed it in their life. So, like, how do we also do that? Like, it is going to take a much more time, but how do we also start trying to do that?
The only thing is we have to do the sadhana, because with the sadhana our mind will be purified, and once our mind will be purified, then only we can get the knowledge of the Supreme Brahman.
If in the supposing if people are taking births, next birth and next birth, they are coming again to the earth and they are taking birth, then where do they start from the place where they stopped in the last birth?
Yes.
Or is it again you start from the starting?
They start from the thing where they stopped last time, last birth.
Thank you, Didi. Jai Shri
Krishna.
I think all the questions are over. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Didi, for answering all those questions. And now we'll let us move forward.
Someone, Geeta.
One more hand raise. Yes, yes. One more hand raise is there.
Please ask.
Please. Sorry.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Didi.
A small question, but very complicated.
Tanushree Didi, kindly switch on your video.
Yeah, okay. Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna.
A small question, but very complicated that one. If any trick is there to learn that shlokas easily we can by heart?
We have started Kanthastikaran classes where we give all tricks and tips. So you can join those classes. We will launch the form in June. So in June month, the form will be sent to your group WhatsApp group. You can
Okay.
those classes.
Because what is happening when I am studying that shlokas, today's shlokas, again वो कैसा हो रहा, पीछे का साफ, आगे का पार्ट.
Right. होता है. Parayan, daily Parayan and revision is very important.
Yeah, I am doing daily chanting. I am doing, but the remembering is slowly. I am forgetting that slokas.
You can join
That is the problem with me.
classes. You can join Kanthastikaran classes.
Okay. Thank you.
Ji.
So I think it's over. Anybody else?
I think no.
I think, oh yes. So thank you, Didi, for your wonderful answers. Now we are moving to the next part of the program. As we have all enjoyed such wonderful divine moments this whole evening today, let us offer our sincere prayers at the lotus feet of Paramatma. So let us get ready for the Prarthana. I now invite Varsha Karapkarji from Pune, Maharashtra. Didi is a homemaker and is a Geeta Sevi, offering services as a technical assistant in L2 classes. She is in Geeta Pariwar since January 2024. Didi, please start the prayer.
Jai Shri Krishna. Yogesam Satchidanandau Vasudevau Vrajapriyam Dharma Samstapakam Veeram Krishnau Vande Jagadguru. Krishnau Vande Jagadguru. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi, for that wonderful prayer. Now, before concluding, let us express our sincere gratitude to one and all who have been involved in this wonderful session. Expressing gratitude not only gives us happiness, but it is also a bounden duty. So before moving, let me express myself. It is undoubtedly a great honor and privilege to have been a part of this wonderful session. On behalf of Geeta Pariwar, I express my sincere gratitude to our technical team for hosting this magnificent session. Sadhana ji and Varsha ji for the melodious prayers, Anju ji for the beautiful deep prajvalan, and all the savis behind the stage for their sincere efforts in making this session a memorable one to all of us. Finally, thanks to all our Geeta Sadhics for being such a wonderful audience, and of course, a big thank you to everyone who has been involved. Your sincere commitment, tireless efforts transformed this day and made this session happen so beautifully. And before we end this session, I would also remind you once again about joining Swamiji's WhatsApp channel. I think the link is given in the chat box. All of you can just look at that link and join the WhatsApp channel. You can copy the link for yourself and you can join the WhatsApp channel. So we'll end this session with Hanuman Chalisa. See you all in another enlightening session, same time next week. Until then, take care. Jai Shri Krishna. But please join for the Hanuman Chalisa before we end this session.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरन रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि करहु कलेस विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोज जस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरई हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
दीदी म्यूट हैं आप।
Yes. Jai Shri Krishna.